long way to go. How many games on for the next 2 days? Is it 10 a day again, or?
We have 16 more games, so the last 10 game day will be tomorrow, and then the remaining games on the final day.
Oh my goodness, it's already gone.
We're going to focus on the board. We've got one play down. Fap has been played by Ganesh, leaving Sans, and back over to Dave. He's got some vowelitis plus VN.
Good advert for Coke there as well, so a bit of product placement going on.
Mm-hmm.
Advert for what?
An advert for Coke with Dave's really big
product
Coke
placement
can.
going on.
Oh. Yeah, why is it so big? Wait, did he just change the N?
I believe Dave just exchanged.
Why did he throw away the N? That's
looks like he changed all but E.
That's such an amateurish play.
Oh boy, that's some trash talk. So Ganesh has got sonatas that he's placing underneath. I would recommend putting valid words as the... There we go, that's better.
Dave drew the blank though.
Septages.
Dave with the blank, so yeah, he's going to definitely get a bonus back. Colin mentions commentary brought to you courtesy of Ely Dangur and Coca-Cola. Look at that, you have competition, Ely, for sponsorship. Very good. Crabcat asks about Etakaro on camera, saying that he hasn't been on so far, maybe tomorrow, pointing out Ali Oshea that Ed is on a 10-game winning streak. Yes, duly noted.
Wow.
We'll certainly mention that because he's had a fantastic go for a while here. It's also worth noting Andrew Fisher before this round, or the last, was on an 11 or 12-game winning streak, I think, as well. So we'll bring both of those players up because they've had a fantastic run.
Dave must have a choice of bonuses there, doesn't
he? Yeah, I think he's got a number of options.
He just has a few ways to play septage.
It's the same word, yes, as Jason mentioned, septage, but the question is which one? That's a nice underlap position for septage, which I would prefer. Yes, Crabcat's pointed out the underlap for septage as well. Very good. And hello, is it Emmy Steele? I'm not sure how I would say your username. I'm guessing that. Keenly watching. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate that. Aditya asks about the odds of Ganesh hitting 500 again. Well, he's doing okay so far. Near 100 after 2 turns, but we'll see. On his way for sure. Colin mentions co-commentary he can do if we're desperate tomorrow. Well, I would hope we're not in a desperation situation, but I will duly note your offer. Thank you, Colin. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
So Natalie, you got to do a little bit of commentary as well when Torquay was happening a little bit earlier this year. How's that for you?
I did. Quite a number of games. Yeah, that was. There was a lot of controversy there about which games were on screen. As you probably know. And I have to say, I've found that following the chat this time, there's been a lot less. People seem a lot more happier with the quality of the play. I guess it's a much higher field, isn't it? Anyway. But there's been some amazing games on the stream for this.
Yeah, it would be a bit of a tough spot for you. I remember I didn't get to see all of the World's coverage just because I was flying a lot for work at the time. But I did get to watch you for a bit. You did a wonderful job, and
thank you.
it was difficult certainly to try and please everybody.
That's right.
There's certainly some issues with picking games. Yeah, it's a challenge. I'm surprised.
Huh. Part of it must be how long you took to play it, right?
It could well be that, but that's a +5 for...
Oh my gosh, I get to click the +5 button, and I keep forgetting.
I'm giving Jason the verbal cue to add the +5.
That's really helpful. That was really helpful. It wouldn't have without that verbal cue.
Looking at those tiles on Ganesh's rack, all sideways and whatever, that just can't work with them like that.
I know. What's up
A
with
lot
that?
of players do that. There's some upside down and sideways. And...
I feel like there's the people who shuffle really quickly so they can, try to get different words through their heads, and there's people who are more like me that would rather shuffle a little bit slower and make sure they're properly upright so I can methodically go through them. I think it reveals a bit about the neurosis or the lack of neurosis of a person in the way they shuffle the tiles.
I think Peter Moses was also having his tiles in all sorts of orientations.
Wasn't Peter, or Moses Peter, our shuffler that would always perfectly put them all in at the exact same speed? Or am I thinking of the wrong person?
Maybe.
I thought that was him. Yeah, there's so much you can learn about people just watching the way that they do things like shuffle tiles or designate blanks or place the letters on the board.
Dave needs that L for Growlier, doesn't he? You can get that L in the right place.
Well, they both need L's. I think Ganesh had Lobeline lined up
they
as
do.
well.
Yeah.
Helen Gibson says alphabetically static is the only way to go
I agree.
as far as the
I
letters.
agree.
I agree.
I'm in team alphagram as well. Represent. Very good. What's interesting is when I started playing on Literati Online, I used to just leave the letters in random order and kind of mentally anagram them before I'd really studied. And of course that's not so effective. But sometimes when in a time crunch, just because of that previous way of looking at letters, I can still do it in a pinch. But for anyone out there who's figuring out how to study and memorize words, I do recommend alphagramming, much better for your long-term memory.
Dave's got Growlier lined up.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
to Growlier.
it's... Yeah, we haven't talked at all about what Ganesh should do here. What should Ganesh do? He could play Lobe on the triple or Bowl under Septage. Anything else worth considering? I'm not sure how to choose. They both seem fine.
Sorry
Somebody in the chat
the,
says ordering the letters by the number of straight lines, then the number of curved lines. Yeah, I like that one.
Nice. Sorry for the delay in your one comment, Crabcat, with respect to options for Dave. Twitch actually screened the comment and I had to look at it to approve it just because of the nature of your suggestion. While we don't really think about definitions of words when we are considering moves in Scrabble, that particular one, of course, some people consider borderline offensive, so sorry for the delay on that. I did approve it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you gave the L. Oh wow, I should have played Bowl.
Yeah.
Whoa. Funnily enough, in the sim, Quackle does put Bowl above Lobe, which makes sense because like the B is harder to bingo through than the L in general. Wow. Big
It's a
swing.
nice turn of events for Dave. Ganesh just got infect plus another N. But as mentioned by Aditya, there's faint. Yes, faint is nice.
Or facet, but keeping double N. Yeah.
Dave is needing an R for injuries. He's not going to get it this time.
Would you go faint, or would you take the extra few points for facet and keep the double N?
I think I personally would opt for faint, but that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, I agree. I would keep CN.
is what Ganesh has got lined up as well.
He had Infect lined up, didn't he, just now? But, oh,
He did.
yeah.
Pure Ponage mentions faint
Oh, yeah.
hides the vowel.
Yeah, that's true.
Is vowel hiding a thing?
If I were to hide a letter and have it mysteriously reappear later, it usually wouldn't be a vowel. That's my inner Joel Horn coming out. You take all the E's. I don't think Natalie would know who that is. It's a North American player. But for those of you who aren't familiar, there is a player from the Northwest in the U.S. who obsessively keeps track of the E's and who gets them in the games. And
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part of Joel.
so,
Why?
He has mentioned
It is hard to
infamously.
win with a few E's, though.
It's true. It is significantly harder. But his infamous comment that that people still make fun of him a little bit for is, "You get all the E's," he says to some people.
June? That's got to be,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Jun scores very nice.
Yeah. Is that a unicorn?
Yes.
Nowhere to
I
go.
believe that is what he has. Unicorn.
Oh.
Sadly, nowhere to go with it, but nice find all the same. Pure Ponage says the I where the N is in faint allows for a parallel play to the triple or bingoing through the I, right? I think if you were to be worried about the difference between facet and feint in that sense, I wouldn't be worried so much about the bingos as I would be about the ability to easily drop one or two high counting tiles to the triple word score. I would be worried that much about the difference in bingos.
Paco really likes playing just the two tiles here, just the N and the U, either with GNU next to June or it also likes playing Unco or Unsee down from June. It's kind of just a question of Ganesh has to answer the question of like how many letters does he want to play here. He can also play 6 letters with Unicorn to the N of June or Inconu. I don't think there's a right answer here. These plays are all very close.
When we talk about the top players quite a lot with them, friends, and we've got nicknames for them all. I hope Dave doesn't listen later, but I'm afraid he's Wigstand, I'm afraid. So I'm having trouble remembering his name some of the time, so we'll just refer to that.
Wait,
I like it.
What do you call him?
Dave Wigstand.
Wigstand? Why?
Wigstand. Sorry. Yeah.
Why? Can you explain why?
I don't know, it's just a word, isn't it? Well, it seems like so.
Wigstand is a word? Well,
Yeah.
I'm missing something here. What?
Or maybe it's two
Wigstand?
words.
Wigstand is not a word.
Just a fun nickname she's come up with.
Oh, a thing. Wait, is a wigstand a stand that sells wigs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Wigs on it.
I see. That's a good nickname.
I think
Yeah.
I think a wig stand would be a good thing to have set up outside the tournament room because Ganesh in particular is snatching many wigs from people as he's winning all these games.
There you are. Chris Hawkins has said it's a mannequin head for putting wigs on. Yeah.
All right, that works.
Oh, I see. What is your nickname for Ganesh?
Okay, tends to be just Ganesh, as in the food item. Yeah.
What, Ganesh?
Like Ganesh,
Ganesh.
G-A-N-A-C-H-E.
Yeah.
Oh, like the food.
Yes. I'm tracking with Natalie here. I totally get you.
I mean, that made more sense 10 years ago. Now he's
So
Wait,
Uncle,
whoa, what? Whoa, is this like one of those fake setups? Man, fake setups are really effective, aren't they?
it's worked pretty
That's
well.
crazy.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to believe Kenji when he says that they're underused. Because, like, if you had the H, you'd be scoring
A lot.
50 next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose if everybody starts doing them, though, then they're not going to be so, they're not going to be so effective.
Whoa, this is I feel like it's a Moneyball-like innovation.
He's going to draw the H now as well, isn't he?
He could well. Let's see, those letters
Ooh.
always got a Q,
Oh.
D,
Oh.
E.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is very much not an H. A complete bluff. This is the equivalent of a poker bluff.
Excuse me.
And Ido, I think, is a nice play. Deals with his vowel issues, scores some.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing with that is, oh, there you go. He's got a nice spot for his
Oh,
QI.
does.
Wow.
Yeah, sets up thank for.
Oh, he missed a huge play, though. Did he?
Yeah,
He just missed Sank.
Sank, yeah.
Oh, he played too fast. I mean, he missed Sank in 2 spots.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Ooh, I love this rack of
Blank there.
Zem-
Yeah.
of wig stand.
Zemstvos.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's a V.
Oh, it's a V.
That's a V.
Oh, nice. Zemstvo.
But I guess the rack is wrong on the display. It's MOSSTV blank. Nice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think VOM or something similar is probably okay.
Voms and cheese.
Oh, VOMs. Yeah, that works just fine.
God, who's gonna get the H or one of the H's?
A race to an H.
It's like if you can make any. Well, I guess you need an E too.
Misvote should be a word, shouldn't it, when you vote wrongly?
Without taking any side politically, I can say that it's been very relevant the last 5 years or so.
Yeah. Oh.
All over the world, not even in one country.
Yeah. We're talking bombs at the top with QIS, yeah.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
quite good.
It does look like Dave has got VOMs all lined up in his rack. Haven't really seen him obviously considering anything else.
That'll put him up by 19.
Oh, he's doing bombs and cheese and yeah.
And what did Ganesh have?
It looks like he's got Bronco without a second O, and then Edie.
You mean Bronk? Edie?
Oh. Dave's drawn really well.
He's doing just fine.
Oh.
Drawn well.
Any triple?
Yeah. Oh, it's a pity you can't go hoisted with that.
Post dive.
Yeah, nice.
Post dive is a great triple. Oof.
Do you think we'll play Cove? Cove is the only play there. Leaves BNDR, but scores so well. Oof, what a huge turning point.
Tingling in anticipation.
But I guess to be fair, if he plays Cove, he's still a little bit screwed.
Just not as screwed.
Yeah. Quackle thinks the best play might be just playing the B with Job.
That's wow.
Which blocks H's.
As Crabcat mentions, there are plays like Toddies and Jot if post dive were blocked. So yes, either way, there is a large score coming next turn.
Geodesist, wow. Yeah.
Ooh.
Geodesist is a nice find.
Beautiful.
And that's something I would expect Dave to find.
Yeah.
Beautiful options, and it's the right man to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Quite work out what he's got lined up there from the way. It looks like he's getting Brown or something lined up.
Yeah.
Is it Braun and Bober?
Bryn?
Perhaps looking through the O and Sonatas? No? Oh, so he's doing Bronk, I think. Yeah. Taking out the lane there. Ooh, we're going to see a triple coming up.
I think Dave will lay down Geodesist and then
do you think
pick it up and play post dive.
Aditya says Ganesh is going to need the wig stand after this game. Yes, a wig will be snatched shortly.
I'd have thought that would have been slapped down quickly. You must have seen it.
Did you recall that they were one down clear before? Were they one time clear? Did they think they were one down clear last round? The last game, yeah. Yeah, okay, and now it's 20, so I think that's solved the problem.
M Work says fascism and Führer played in the Nigel versus Etakaro matchup. Wow.
Well, for what it's worth,
Do you
Quackle
think
really
psychologically
hates
with
to
a
play
9
Bronk.
timer it's... I don't know, I think it's good to just
sorry,
get it
cut you off.
down for a 9 timer.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't seen it yet.
And I was just wondering if he's not seen it.
Yeah. For what it's worth, Cockle really doesn't like Bronk. He thinks it only wins 40% of the time versus 48% of the time of dropping the B with draw.
Ganesh has got the H now. Oh.
Oh.
One turn too late.
I don't think he's seen it. Surely he would have played it.
Perhaps he's working out the alphagram on paper.
Maybe.
You can't even score more with a different.
Yeah.
It's the perfect
No.
word.
Yeah.
Tim Max mentions post dive is 185. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, sure. Hardness setting in.
So Natalie, do you have any tournaments coming up before the UK Open, or are you going to play that one, or what's your plans?
No, I'm not exactly sitting on my rating, but you know the sort of titles and things that we have in the UK, and you need to get a certain rating, flat rating throughout the year to go for expert. And my flat rating for this year is okay at the moment. So for various reasons, I'm not playing now until January. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
that's fair.
The UK Open will be the next. Yeah. It'll be the first year. I'm going to be about 75 years old by the time I get to expert at this rate.
Aww.
You only need to miss 1 year and then you have to start again.
And what does being an expert help you with? Like, what does that let you do?
No, it's just a title. It's Grandmaster. It's the next title. So
I see. So
a certain rating over 5 years.
Oh, he did it. Wait, no, what? Oh gosh. Wait, why didn't he play one of his like 90-point bingos? Like stoited or storied. What?
Wow. That's so weird.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he didn't even play his yacht assist. Ah. He did when was Diva would kind of make sense if like Ganesh just fished, but he played Bronk.
Yeah. Was he being punished with bad letters? No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's still got some bonuses here, but oh jeez.
You must have somebody's saying that must be an impersonation.
Also, what's up with so Vet? Weird. Why didn't he play Hewed or Hut or like any play with a U?
He must be tired.
Q. But he played so fast.
So yeah, I completely lost track of. So shocked to have lost track of what Ganesh did.
He played Vet leaving Hewed. He should have played Hewed leaving Vet.
He must have a four-timer now, surely.
Oh, he does. I think the rack is not quite right.
You know what's funny is with the four-timer, actually it applies to something involving you today, Natalie.
Feint take an S? I didn't think Feint took an S.
This one does. A feint is to make a fake movement.
Okay, I thought it was the...
That's a football term, Natalie.
I thought it was an adjective. Okay.
Well, it was also an adjective,
what was the four-timer?
The
I'm not seeing the
Well,
full timer. What was it?
Well, you were helping someone learn how to card box today, right? So in a way, you were doing a mini session that helps someone
Oh, a
with something.
tutoress.
Yes.
Yeah, tutoress.
No, well, almost.
It's the same sort of word, but
Oh no, that doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work.
it's the same sort of word, but not quite what you said.
Tutresses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So you were a tutress, and
Yeah.
that would be the one going down there. So, yeah.
You know what the blank is there? Not that it's likely to matter, but
I don't. I hope it's an H to. He should play Kue for the second time
Yes.
on board one.
Malaysian food words. Very good.
For the record, my favorite Malay word in Scrabble is Ronggeng. Ronggng.
Nice.
I only realized recently it's Malay. Wait, why didn't he play Kue? Why did he just play That's only half of Kue.
I just
Representing
think it's got to be
Canada.
tiredness setting.
A little bit of fatigue, perhaps.
Oh, I guess you can overlap it.
Yeah.
The K. It's not great.
He's got Azim lined up though.
I think Wiz and Rez ought to do here.
Yeah.
Someone's asked for the definition of ronggeng for you, and apparently it's a Malaysian dancing girl.
I'm hearing good things about the hotel there and the food. I've been hearing
Yes.
it sounds very good.
It's been quite tasty. I can't
Yeah.
complain, certainly.
Yeah, it is all very good. Michael Tang has done an exemplary job. I feel like he gets better at this
Yeah.
every year. He's apparently soured on Johor Bahru and become quite enamored of Penang.
Well, look, we have our regular featured Evan Sclinchy.
Yo, how we doing?
Yo.
Oh, looks like the USA might go 5-0.
Yeah, except he's not deserving it because he missed post dive triple. And
Dave
played
missed post dive?
Devo instead.
No, Dave.
The same turn he also missed Geodesys double.
Oh wow.
So he
We figured if anyone would find it, it'd be Dave.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no doubt.
Geodesys? Wow, that's a crazy word.
yeah. I think both players have kind of checked out.
Yeah, I think we got a really good chance at 5-0. Like I just won, and the other four guys are all winning as well.
Ooh.
Sweet.
I was just going to check on Dave. I don't have the energy to converse.
That's
I'm so tired.
All right, see you.
See you. I like how Evans really does think you're American.
Pretty much.
How many tiles left is that?
Tiles left, there's 11, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, someone was just checking some definitions in the chat, and one of them they put in was meticals for the definition.
Just hold on a moment, I've got somebody at the door.
Sure.
Nice doorbell.
That was her 2T originally. Someone has, metical, Mediterranean, Mozambique, medicals is a plural. That bothers me because to be linguistically pure, if you pluralize in Portuguese, when you change the L, it's supposed to be an IS. So meticais actually does work in Scrabble, but metical should not work. It should be just meticais. So that annoys me. But you know what? Scrabble is what it is, so you accept it as it goes.
Hi, sorry. no, it's
That's all right.
I've got Adrian Bailey with me here. I'm going to do some card
Excellent.
boxing stuff in a while.
I really need to get back to card boxing. I have less and less excuse now that I'm familiar with my new job, but I've had an excuse for a few years. So you're inspiring me.
Have you got tournaments lined up then, or?
I'm going to try and play in at least one in the next 3 months. That's on the West Coast. There should be an event for some of the top US and Canadian West Coast players that play in Collins, so hopefully we should be able to all get together. Most of them are already confirmed. For me, it depends on work and a few other things, but I'm going to try and play in that one in a couple of months.
Yes, it's nice. I didn't know that yes was a verb.
I wonder if he's obsessively
Nordic day,
keeping his
apparently.
H to draw an I for bronchi.
Yes is right, is it?
Yeah, it's
Challenge
weird.
has been made, and that's a +5.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Thank you.
And yes, Aditya, meticais, as I mentioned, also works in Scrabble. My personal feeling is that should be the only one that works, but I know that eventually you just add an S to everything and it's allowed in English, so it's all good. We just accept the words as they come in
To
Scrabble.
hiccup, apparently, yes. Okay.
Nice. Apparently somebody earlier this tournament played Yes Men, which was challenged off.
Maybe it's a hiccuper.
Oh, what a game.
Actually, I can kind of picture yes as an onomatopoeia if I'm thinking about the way that I would hiccup sometimes, like yes. It actually kind of works.
Sorry, I've got messages coming in there. Lewis lost that game by 200.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hope that the rest of Team ROW is doing well.
Right at the top list.
Yeah.
Pure Ponage, was that a request
US
for another hiccup for yes? I can yes to finish the broadcast today if you want.
Did we want to show Nigel's bicycle? It's our last chance because Nigel's coming to get his bicycle.
That's okay.
Oh.
I already took a picture, it's fine.
Oh.
Haven't
Nigel has
got
come
any
to get
chance
his
of
bicycle. Is
phone.
putting his water bottle into his bicycle. He's looking as Michael Tang is obliging by rotating the camera to show his bicycle.
Nigel with his bicycle.
He's putting on his backpack.
There you go.
Oh, he has gaiters! Whoa! Whoa!
You've got exclusive footage here, folks. Nigel and his bicycle.
Goodbye, Nigel!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Thanks for that one. That's funny. I put up a picture on Snippets as well for anyone who is curious as to what Nigel's bicycle setup looks like. So there you have it.
Doesn't look like the kind of bike you'd ride for 3 days.
Ah, it
And
looks
yet
nice.
that's what it does.
Good one, isn't it? Yeah.
We talked about it at lunch,
He counts
actually.
the bonus with what's left.
Bonus with what's left. Let's see. Who do we have
There's
here?
9 tiles left. A, E, G, H, I, L, L, U, X.
Yeah. It's a low.
Ooh, here's a bingo.
Is it?
Whoa. Whoa, he could win this game.
Whoa.
Oh, he found it! Oh, wait, no, that's Dave? Wait, whose turn is it? Oh, never mind. Dave has a bingo, which he found. Ganesh? Well, I'm confused.
I'm confused. What bingo does he have?
Delaminate.
Ah. Laminate. Oh yeah. ATE. Wow. So he couldn't find post dive, but he can find an amazing tens.
Dave has actually moved past 10s. He's done some 11s now. This is actually within the range of things he's seen.
Wow.
8 was too easy. Well, I hope he gets to play that. That'll be good.
That would slightly make up, some ground
Yeah.
for not playing close dive.
Yeah, I don't think any
Whose turn
Canada
is it?
play
Sorry
would
to be-
block it.
The Ganesh.
Where is it? It's just that he's not looking at the board. I'm just wondering. Okay.
Oh. Oh, it is Dave's turn. Wait, what did Ganesh?
Didn't he
Ganesh
play
is
Array?
staring around. So no, she knows.
Right, what's he doing?
No, it's Dave's turn.
I thought I got that. Wait,
I
what?
don't know what Ganesh did. Did he extend Bronchi?
Oh,
Was that earlier?
Bronchi!
Oh yeah, Bronchi was played. Yeah.
Ah. What did he leave?
I don't know what was left. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, come on, Dave. He's got it there. Is he doubting it?
Maybe. Perhaps he's making sure there's no way he can somehow lose if he gets challenged off.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 3.5.
He's putting it
Yeah,
back in
it's
alphagram
going.
order. In the chat, they mentioned after Bronchi, Galux was left. Galux.
Oh, thank you.
He's got it lined back up again after going in alphagram order.
Yeah, come on. It looks like the Coke has triumphed over the water anyway.
Coke 1, water 0.
Is there a way he can lose? Yeah. If it's a phony, could he lose?
I don't see any way immediately, but
No.
Worth a shot.
here he goes. Here he goes.
Oh!
Yes.
Delaminate.
It's going to be challenged for sure. Oh, wait, Ganesh is nodding. Oh, he's not
Whoa.
even challenging. He's accepting. Wow. Wow.
Sorry, my phone's ringing now. I'm going to leave it there. Excuse the music.
So we couldn't get a de-amortize, but we could get a delaminate.
Nice play.
Very good.
Who would have predicted a 10 to go out?
Wow.
Love it.
Love
Yeah,
it.
It makes up for the missed triple, but yeah, that's a nice play.
It's a big win in the end.
Yeah, big
Is
win.
he out?
Yeah,
All right.
555. Yeah, he's out.
Aliashia says, I thought we had outro music. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Natalie's outro
Sorry
music
about
was
that.
ending the broadcast.
Sorry. I'd be a bit more prepared if I do it again. Sorry.
And Chris Hawkins says 555 finish. Yes, actually, and if you were a tie,
Yeah.
it looks like you're laughing when you write a whole bunch of fives because the tie word for 5 and laughing is the same thing. Exactly, Alexi says the same thing I was thinking.
I think if you had picked up,
Is Dave going to come and talk on the stream? Or?
We could try maybe.
Maybe.
anyway, I needed to do something offensive to make the game work. It just seemed like
That was a huge spot.
Yeah, just to open up the game and get something going. I wasn't sure of Condor, Condore.
It's the S.
It's the key S, right? Yeah, it's okay, so that's right. I did a 4-timer with load.
Ooh, we have Ness.
Oh, they're both here!
Coming into studio.
What a treat!
That was so much
That
fun.
was a fucking bizarre game. Because you both missed things.
Really? What did we
But
miss?
you also both made brilliant plays, so it's hard to know where it falls.
What did we miss? What did I miss?
You missed a big play here.
I did.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Yeah.
You missed like a 60-point Q play.
What?
Yeah, it's with the eye.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. What? Where?
I think
Yeah.
everyone misses that.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh jeez.
And then there's also a missed play here.
What did he miss?
Double.
A triple.
Really?
There's also a double.
Triple? Oh. God, it looked. Just
What's the blank?
P.
That was a post.
Ah.
Well, what's the double?
post dive.
Damn.
Oh, there's a 9-letter double.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I even thought of dive.
Oh no.
Oh, sank. Oh my god, sank and oh jeez man, that's hard to find.
Yeah.
Just happy to see, I just played too fast. I wanted to get some time going.
That was a very fast play, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to get some time
Alright,
going. Jeez man.
Some kind of ramen dinner happening.
Oh.
Are you interested in joining?
How do you guys like the uncle play?
That was bold, and I was like, you had utter shit.
Unicorn.
Okay.
That was quite enjoyable.
I thought Uncle just to get something
Stick
like
around for
Dive.
For
I
around
looked,
200 inside.
I looked for something.
And then the blanket cheese.
Come join us when you're ready.
Okay.
Geodesist.
That's the one. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I should find post dive.
Yeah, Uncle was amazing. Because we've been talking it's been a recurring theme today that maybe people should do more fake setups. Because that's a crazy setup.
No, but I mean, I didn't see anything good. I mean, the way it was going, I wanted to keep the ES, for bingo, keep the AT for bingo as well. I didn't want to, I didn't really see any good plays for myself. It just looked. I just felt that the game was going to go away if I didn't make something happen. So just go for it.
Yeah, you went for it. That was great.
Yeah, but sank, man. Oh my god. Gee, 60 points. Ouch. And a much better leave as well.
Yeah.
And can you believe I pulled the H after of course, he had the big E.
Yeah.
And I couldn't pull the I for Blankai for the longest time.
Yeah.
I kept sitting on the H thinking, yeah, come on man, Blankai, give me an I, right? No, and he's throwing away eyes, I saw delaminate instantly. When
I saw it pretty quick. I just
Yeah,
wanted to make sure I could afford to play it.
Yeah, I was like, oh man,
That was
you
our
gotta be
conclusion as
kidding.
well. We
Can't
thought you
believe
wanted
he
to make
didn't
sure.
challenge it though.
I know.
Yeah. No, I mean I knew it. I know the words. So.
That was the tip of the hat. It's like very nice, both of you seeing it.
Yeah. How I saw it? Wait.
Well, it's just like you just nodded. Like it's the
Okay.
way you nodded when you saw it. It was just like you didn't even go like whoa, which is usually what happens if you don't spot the
I
word,
don't know.
right? So
I actually wrote it down.
it's
Delaminate.
wow, nice.
I wrote down delaminate. So I was like, okay, he's gonna play delaminate. It's coming down soon. I'm just gonna wait for it, okay? Because
That was an exciting way to end the game. Certainly, very entertaining.
yeah, well, that's good. So we both missed big plays. Oh wow, but his was costly. I mean, if he had lost, it'd be crazy. But I mean, it's a 9-timer. Wow, I would have just given up. Dave, no offense, but I might have hit you if you played post live.
Okay, so I preserved.
Yeah, I think there'll be
Myself.
violence, a bit of blood on the screen, So.
Indeed.
I might have taken out my frustration on it. My God.
Well, awesome.
Was there a better play than Loeb? I really didn't.
Quackle actually preferred
Bowl?
bowl. Like if you simmed it, it didn't want you to slot the L, so it knew that.
Oh my God! Whoa!
What?
Bowl? No wait, bogey? No. Oh, bogey's better.
No, this was before simming.
Ah, bowl's better? Ah, okay.
But if you simmed long enough, it had bowl a little bit better than lobe. Both
Right,
here.
okay.
But
I mean, obviously, I didn't want to give him the L for Glaudia.
That bowl over there is better? No, that's not better.
I think they're super close. Maybe just we didn't run the sim long enough for. I mean, they're the same. You didn't miss anything.
Well, sorry to let down my fans. Hopefully I redeemed myself a little at the end.
You did. That was exactly what we said. It's like, you made up for it. That was very good. All right. How did the day end up for you guys? Nice run for both of you, it looks like.
I had 7-3.
I had a rough day, 5-5.
Okay.
Playing all the 5 seeds, and they were brutal.
Oof. Wow. You just never know with anybody here.
I had a high loss, 500 against 509.
Oh.
Wow.
To Howard Warner, who bingoed 3 in a row. Though I did play Shakalim.
Shakalim.
Yeah.
Very nice. With a K or Q?
K?
With a Q.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice. I
I'm
like
happy
it.
with that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to let you gentlemen rest. It's
All right.
been a long
Yeah,
day for
been
both
long
of you.
day. Yeah,
Thanks so much for
I'm
coming
going
in.
to go for a massage.
Ooh, great idea.
Hello, Michael Tang.
Yes.
We are just about to give an update of the current standings before signing off for the evening. Anything you would like to say now that you are
I
here?
would like to talk about 2020.
2020.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I'm going to click the headset off and let's hear what you have to say.
There's actually nothing on the headset.
It was just for our calls while we were.
The calls were over.
So, is it,
You don't need it. This is just for people when they're calling
People
in.
can
Natalie
just
signed
hear
off. For
so
the
are
evening.
there still chat?
Yeah. So there's still chat. They can still see the camera. For anyone who's still here, yeah, Michael.
So which one do I look at?
Camera is right there if you want to look.
Yeah, so I have make announcement to the players and on Facebook. In 2 years' time, Alchemist Cup 2020 will be held on the same venue from the 2nd to the 6th of December. And all the players, all the teams have been told that the team that finished last on Sunday will not be invited, they will be relegated. I will make announcement of the 10 teams by the 31st of December 2018. So if any teams out there in the world feel that they deserve to be at the Alchemist Cup, please reach out to me. So the only criteria is the WESPA ratings. So just to share with you, the WESPA ratings this year for 50 players in the field is 1940. So for a team to qualify, you got to have an average rating above 1940. Otherwise, I can assure you that you will not be invited. So that is something that is definite, and I'm glad that Jesse Matthews and Jason have done a great job. I mean, Kumar is there behind the scene, and of course Barry. I think it's a very impressive web page. So what happened is that if you follow us from day one, there's a lot of hiccups, and over the last few days, we managed to improve on all the hiccups, and then it's a much better stream. So I can also share with you that today we have a few guest commentators coming in. Over the next 2 days, we will have Brett Mitran. He will be coming in on round 37, 38, and 39 for tomorrow. And the round 40, I think the round 40 is the most anticipated game between Ganesh and Nigel Richard. And that is the first game of the last day. So it's just like golf, for those of you who watch golf. The tournament only begins on Sunday. So likewise, Alchemist Cup 2018 really only start on Sunday. So I hope all of you enjoy it, and please feel free to give any feedback on how we can do better, because I can assure you that Alchemist Cup 2020 will be a much better edition than 2018.
How could it be better? It's already so good. It's already perfect.
And
well,
then one question before you answer that. Sorry, someone just mentioned in the chat for people from NASPA, for example. In my case, this doesn't apply, but there are people who haven't played in a WESPA tournament that have a top rating in the NASPA rating system. Will they be eligible, or do they have to play a WESPA tournament?
I will have to discuss with few experts around the world how we can correlate. But I think as a guideline, if you do not play Collins, my advice is don't turn up at Alchemist Cup, because it is not easy. You got to be a Collins player. So if you're a TW player, it's going to be real tough. So maybe this is one good reason why you want to switch to Collins.
All right, there's a definitive answer. Thank you.
And I also like to share with you, for those of you who have been coming to tournaments run by me, the prize money can only get bigger.
That's true.
So I am on a mission, and my mission is to bring Scrabble to a different status. So what Alchemist Cup is trying to do, we are trying to establish a gold standard in terms of the streaming. So as you can see, with the help of Kuma and the team, we have introduced many different features. So hopefully this could be a standard for all the tournaments.
Awesome. Well, I'm liking it. This is my gold standard at the moment, so thank you.
Yep. So any questions? Anyone, any questions? I'll be more than happy to answer.
All right, you heard the man. We have a few minutes here before we sign off. Any other questions about the event?
So my personal target is an average rating of 2,000. Westpart rating 2,000 for a field of 50 players.
Wow.
I can share with you, and I'm sure some of them will share with you as they go back to their country, this is the toughest tournament they've ever been. We have a lot of champions in that room, but they can't even win 50% of the games. Chris May told me that after day one, he was ranked 50th out of a field of 50. It never happened to him. Nigel Richards' spread after 9 games was negative. So I think it goes to show how tough it is.
Anything can happen, exactly. We're seeing that.
Yep. So and that's what makes the Alchemist Cup exciting.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm not seeing any questions in the chat there. You've left a little bit of time for that. So if anyone thinks of any after or brings them up tomorrow, I'll pass them on to you. We have this current standings up on the screen that we'll give you a quick little summary of before we end the day here. Even with that one round point taken away from Australia with the glitch earlier, they're still sitting in first place. They have 20 points as a team. So does the United States. But the tiebreaker here is the number of individual wins by the team members. And Australia has 88.5 individual wins, that half win coming via a tie earlier in the tournament. And the United States is behind a number of games at 81 individual wins. That's the tiebreaker there. So Australia first, United States second, and then in third and fourth, we have Nigeria and rest of the world respectively. Tiebreaker is number of wins as a team. Nigeria has 84.5, while rest of the world has 78. And these 4 teams are ahead of the field by several games now with the latest results. You can see all these standings online on the website that Barry Harridge is graciously maintaining for us, including some of the individual standings, thanks to your feedback and wanting to see that. So you can also see that there as well. Ganesh still has the best record individually of all the players at 21 wins and a monstrous spread of over 2,000. And then we see the other players below there as well. I see one question in the chat just before you go, Michael. It says, one question in terms of streaming. Can we have a mic inside the game room which can be turned on after the game concludes? Ralph, actually that's already there. It's already on board 1, and we actually had it on for Ganesh and Dave.
Can we have a camera showing the room?
Yeah.
No, like people's in action so they can cut.
We have the camera showing the room, but I'll need another laptop too.
Yeah, let's try to incorporate that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yes. So that's the answer to that question there. There's some more. Let's see. Tim Max asked, "Is it plus 5 point challenge for 2022?" That is the standard in this part of the world in general for
yes.
Challenges. So yes, it will be 5 point challenge
Per word.
Yeah.
Per word.
Otherwise, Ralph says, "Cheers for your efforts, Michael." So does Terry Kang Rao.
Hi, Terry.
There you go, Terry. You need to come.
You need to come by.
Events. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I think that's everything from the chat in the last 5-10 minutes, so that means it's time for us to sign off. It's dinner time, relaxing time.
We're gonna have ramen.
Ramen, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a ramen dinner here. Thanks everyone for watching. At the moment it is, let's see the local time. It is 7:57 p.m. That means in 12.5 hours we are back on the air.
Yes, it'll be exciting.
Yes.
And then we're going to, over a ramen dinner, we're going to decide the streams.
Yes, we'll be deciding games over dinner. It's been our little thing to do the last couple of days. And as you can see, we've done a pretty good job, I think, of making it egalitarian with the different people on the top board. And the games have, I think, all been excellent. And that just goes to show there really isn't a bad pick for games in these situations. So until 8:30 tomorrow morning, this is Jesse and Jason signing off with the amazing Michael Tang as our organizer, and Kumar off camera. Thank you for your efforts as well. We'll see you all again in 12.5 hours. Have a good night.
Good night.
Well done.
It's great.
Great. I love it.